Welcome to the Public Safety Complex here at Police Headquarters in Fairfax County. I'm Major Ed O'Carroll, the Director of the Police Department's Public Information Office. We are here today to share with you the arrests of 3 individuals for the distribution of methamphetamine. We did share a release with the community surrounding the arrests, and both myself and the commander of the Organized Crime and Narcotics Division, Captain Jack Harden, is going to be here as well to share information about the notable arrest. I'm here to describe that during the week of July 18th, the Organized Crime and Narcotics Division of the Fairfax County Police Department received information about a possible distributor of methamphetamine, and they immediately launched a criminal investigative inquiry. Based on the information during the investigation, a suspect was identified who allegedly had been distributing methamphetamine through a website used to arrange for casual sexual encounters. An undercover detective from our department created a profile on this website, and within just a few days, the suspect made contact with us. During the course of the communication, the suspect, later identified as Richard Scott Silverthorne, agreed to meet with the detectives. That suspect did arrange to bring methamphetamines to that meeting. Last night, on Thursday, August 4th, the Street Crimes Unit of our police department, which is part of the Organized Crime and Narcotics Division, Captain Harden's team, met the suspect at a hotel on Chambridge Road in Tyson's Corner. Silverthorne provided methamphetamine to an undercover Fairfax County police detective and was subsequently arrested and charged with that felony offense, and also charged with a misdemeanor possession of drug paraphernalia. As we know, Silverthorne holds the office of mayor of the city of Fairfax, and he's also employed as a substitute school teacher for Fairfax County Public Schools. After the arrest of Silverthorne, detectives located his alleged suppliers and arrested Juan Jose Fernandez, 34, Costin Lee McLaughlin, 21, both of those individuals from the state of Maryland. Of note, during the arrest of McLaughlin, he physically resisted with one of the detectives that was attempting to take him in to custody on the felony charge. An electronic control weapon, commonly referred to as a taser, was used during that struggle. Thankfully, there were no injuries on the part of the 3 arrestees, nor the detectives that participated in the operation and subsequent arrest. All 3 individuals last night were transported to the Fairfax County Adult Detention Center, subsequently charged, and were processed through the Fairfax County Sheriff's Office. By all facts that we know in reference to this case, all parties were adults. We have no knowledge that any underage individuals were involved. But I will say, on behalf of a police department that aggressively investigates all sorts of cases, and in many cases, unfortunately, this one's no different, detectives would like to speak with anyone that has information about this case or similar cases involving these 3 individuals. And if anyone has information that would aid the detectives in furthering this case or other related cases, they should contact the Fairfax County Police Department at 703-691-2131. They can also contact Fairfax County Crime Solvers through a toll-free number of 1-866-411-TIPS, 8477. With that said, that is a summary of the events that unfolded last night. I thank the media for being here today at police headquarters. I thank the community for live streaming with us so we can share the arrest from last night. I would like to turn it over to Captain Jack Harden. As I introduced Captain Harden, He is the commander of the Organized Crime and Narcotics Division. And with that, Captain.
How y'all doing? Good morning. You already got a summary of what occurred last night. I'd just like to add that this investigation became possible from detectives from my division working with a citizen in Fairfax County who provided information and assisted us with obtaining information so we could properly investigate this case. Other than that, if you have any questions, feel free to ask.
Can you give a little bit of the background of how this whole investigation began?
Yeah, we were provided with information from a citizen that the mayor was possibly involved in a website where he was, this website's sort of like a dating website where he meets other men, and it was alleged that the mayor was exchanging methamphetamines in exchange for sex.
So you're saying that you knew that it was the mayor that you were looking for?
We had an idea that it was the mayor. There are certain things that we had to go through to verify. We had three pieces of information that we had to verify, but pretty soon, afterwards, we determined it was the mayor.
And just to clarify, the citizen who tipped you off, they were saying the mayor was on the site and trading drugs for sex, or just that he was on this site?
Exchanging methamphetamine for sex.
How long do you think that he was doing this prior to this arrest? Like he was on that website for weeks, months?
I don't know how long he was on the website. I do know that he had one other relationship on the website besides us.
Can you expand on that?
Yes, another person was on the website, and the mayor and him connected through this website and exchanged methamphetamine for sex.
Can you talk a little bit about the detail of the meeting that led to the arrest? What was agreed to by the mayor? What undercover detectives had said in their communication with him via this website?
Once we determined what website the mayor was on, our undercover detective established a profile on the site. This is not unique. We've done this several times before. Within short order, I'd say within 2 days, the mayor did reach out to our undercover detective over the website and attempted to arrange a meeting.
What's the website?
I'm not going to pass that information on right now.
Okay.
Right?
So the detective did not initiate contact with the mayor initiated contact with the detective after the profile was created?
That's correct.
Was this profile that you said, this thing was directed towards the mayor. Was the profile directed towards the mayor, or was it just sort of up there and he happened to reach out to this person?
From information that we received, we had information on what the mayor was looking for, the type of person, activities, what have you. So,
But the undercover officer didn't do anything specifically to reach out to the mayor?
no.
Can you give any indication a little bit more about the arrest that took place? Did he resist when this went down? Can you give any indication of his reaction to exactly what happened last night?
No, he did not resist. He's compliant. He provided a full confession on everything he did that night. Again, this occurred last night. The meeting was supposed to occur about 7 o'clock at a hotel near Tyson's Corner. Both the UC, or undercover detective, and the mayor agreed to bring additional people to this meeting. The mayor was supposed to provide the methamphetamine as per his, what he did in the past, and the UC was supposed to provide the hotel room.
How much volume in terms of product is he?
Approximately 2 grams methamphetamine.
And these dealers that you arrested afterwards, how much were they found in any possession of?
Yes, they did possess some. I mean, how that worked out, it was basically great work from our detectives. And we posted up on in the area before the meeting was supposed to occur. It just so happens we were able to observe the mayor meet with an individual who we thought would be the supplier. And after the arrest was made with the mayor, we were able to locate the supplier and arrest him as well. He was still on scene.
The mayor didn't tell you, this is my supplier,
No.
and that was something you guys found out?
Yes, sir.
Are they appearing in court today?
I'm not sure. Arraignment probably, but not.
And what about the people that the mayor brought with him?
What about them?
Were they allowed to leave? Were they arrested for anything?
One person that was with the mayor was arrested. There was another individual that was released.
Do you have any sense of how many times, how long this has been going on with the mayor and how consistent this activity has been?
No, I know at least 2 times.
Was the meeting in a hotel room?
No, it was at a hotel. He believed, because we were supposed to supply the hotel, he believed we were going to initially go to the hotel, but we made arrangements to wait outside until everything was done, and that's where we chose to effect the arrest.
Outside the hotel?
Yes.
So the parking lot of the hotel is where the meeting and the arrest occurred, or?
Yes.
Okay.
What hotel?
Ignorance on my part, do you know what this does to his status of the mayor of Fairfax City?
No.
Have you been to the mayor's house before in recent years for any sort of response?
I have not, but we're Fairfax County. I believe he lives in the city of Fairfax.
Do you know if the city of Fairfax police force has ever been to his house?
Personally, I do not.
Are they working with you on this investigation?
They are now, yes.
If methamphetamine hadn't been involved with this, were there any laws broken other than that?
No. No, the reason this investigation started was because of the allegation of him supplying methamphetamine in exchange for sex.
Is that a common occurrence on the scope study?
I believe so, yes.
And it was just that, the drugs for the sex, he never tried to sell methamphetamine, to your knowledge? It was more of a trade situation?
As far as I know, but it really doesn't matter if you're selling it or giving it away.
On the website, does somebody make it clear that drugs are involved? I mean, is that going to be a known part of the hookup?
No, but I believe that's the culture of this type of website.
When you said it doesn't matter if you're selling it or giving it away, does that mean it doesn't matter per the charge,
Yes, ma'am.
distribution?
Have
Yes.
you executed a search on his home?
No, sir.
Are there intentions to?
No.
Do you believe the two charged as the suppliers were distributing in a wider area of Fairfax County or Fairfax City?
I don't know the answer to that.
Was there any search warrant filed in this case besides his house, phone, anything else?
No, based on our information, it didn't appear that he had large supplies of methamphetamine at his house. I believe before each meeting, he would meet his supplier.